Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream here on the twitch.tv/Xisuma. Looking forward to working on Loglands today. Lightly Lucid, thank you for the bananas in chat letting me know that we are, of course, live. The amount of times I tried to make that little jump, fallen down. We got to start off with some repairs, and then we've got all sorts of projects going on over here at Loglands that we're going to get stuck into. There's been so much that I want to do, and I've just been plugging away at it, basically. Let's go ahead and grab some bone meal. Probably going to need a fair bit of it. Welcome to everyone tuning in. 8 Lube. Hi there, X, in capital letters. Someone's excited. Oh yeah, we got light Matacron at the moment. I've really wanted to not use it as much this season and try and also not use it on camera. I feel like it kind of takes away from the immersion, the magic a little bit. But we're definitely going to be using it today, that's for sure. No doubts about it. No doubts about it. Anyway, Moss Farm is broken. Like, I think it's because this thing just sometimes gets loaded when I'm like not even here, and it's become a hazard to fix, but I at least know how to fix it. You see, I want that piston back. There we go, there we go. So there's probably more pistons missing, but I'm not entirely sure. There's probably a way to check as well. See if we can catch those. How do I tell? Maybe just using FreeCam. Maybe that's the way. So you have to go inside the system to fix it. It should really be kind of obvious where it is, I think. Huh. Oh, is it down here? I'm a little concerned now. We'll figure it out. I've got some redstone on me. Let's go fix the next thing. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What's happening in chat? Valenti says you mean all the peeps tuning in. Right. I don't know what I said. But usually I'm talking to all of y'all. You know? If I'm not, be concerned for me. Okay, so that's now doing its thing. The next thing is like those pistons. They should be visible here as missing, but they're not. Unless they somehow duped. I don't think they dupe. Okay, I think in order to get things going here, we need to. This thing has no proper like access or anything. Yeah, I'm still shim-shamming and winging it a lot of the time. Is it here? I feel like there should be a trapdoor here. Trapdoor is there. Ah, you can access everything from that side. Okay. Well, let's end the pearl up here. Or not. Or we'll just miss completely. That'll do. This is what I need. Need to come in here and get some bone meal going. And then the thing will start to run itself at that point. Okay. Then, no, I can check this bit from here. Okay, this is important too. It is so noisy in here, isn't it? How did a regular thing get that? Remind me to turn it back up later, chat. I need your help with that one. I'm a forgetful soul. Hey, X fixing redstone today. It would appear so. It would appear so. We've got 3 missing pistons here. This thing is broken so many times, and I need to maintain it. I'm just not sure at the moment what's the best way to like define when this thing can run or not, because I think it's when it runs and chunks unload and unload that it has its issues. So yeah, I've come over here and had to fix the creation of stone and cobble. Or should I say just cobble, actually. That's the actual problem. Like, a lot of times. And sometimes I just let it build up a bit. Today, since we've got lots of repairs to do, we're going to take all of that out of there. So, this thing is now working, right? But we're left with 3 pistons that are missing. The question is where? Maybe we can see it here. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, I think we have to turn the machine off at the right time in order to see that. So, this is where I turn it off. And if it's left it the way I think it might, we should see 2 missing pistons. Yeah, I have 3. I have a feeling, though, since we pulled out 2 today, I think the 1 might have been from another time and I didn't get it out of the hoppers, so we're going to hope that that's it. There should also be a trapdoor here. I don't know what happened to that, because I've routinely gone in here to fix things. But whatevs.
It is time for us to choose. A new age is upon us.
Whew. Whew. And like that, we should be fixed. Should be, I say. Right, now I absolutely know that in today's stream, something's going to pull me away from here at some point. So I'm going to load up the old camera account and bring it over here. Great start to the stream. So much productivity. Actually, to be fair, that was literally the first thing on my list. Was like, when I stream, go do that. Transit Biker says, geez, I'm actually pretty close to the channel point redemption. Every minute you spend watching, you get a little bit closer. It's true, it's true. Felinity, you thought we were playing Enshrouded? Fix your damn bots. I turned off the bot that puts the Enshrouded message in chat off the screen. Is it still going? Because I removed it entirely from the bot. So, in theory, like, it doesn't exist. In theory. Right, let's go ahead. Okay, so my camera account is here. The area gets to stay loaded. Let me tell you what I've been up to. Built some more auto crafting over here for bamboo. We have a challenge to take the bamboo. This is why the farm's running again. Oh, did it? Actually, it might have crashed. Anyway. Turn it into sticks to create these items. Like bamboo fence gate. Then we got to do mosaic, and then... Actually, no, there isn't mosaic fence and sign. So after we've done that, we just do mosaic. Interesting, interesting. So, like, very close to finishing all of the bamboo items. Over there, we're going to do the nether woods. All of that is complete. I've got some changes to make to this farm to make it better. And I've installed new TNT dupers that actually work reliably so far. Finn Realist, thank you ever so much for the 32 months of support. It's absolutely immense. Appreciated, and thank you so much. Hope you'll be entertained. It's been a fun time for me the last few days, back from a holiday, getting into the groove, doing the Hermitcraft thing again. Just trying to find like a little bit of what am I doing, where am I going, and I think it's coming together now. When I get these things in Loglands done, I think we're going to have a lot of fun recording the next episode. Sniper 1974 getting ever so close to the dungeon. 98 months, that is absolutely insane, so thank you so much, my dude. Evil-X is in his house, soon you'll be in his house dungeon thing. Almost works, right. What I want to do next is get up there and build that. And I removed all of this in the process, some of it can go back. X, can you play one of your songs? You know, in 4 days' time, it will be a year since that album was released. So, if I stream on that day, I think there is a considerably high likelihood that I will be playing some of my songs on that day. You know, something to come back for. Something to get excited about. The future's bright. The future's got music. What else does it need? I'm getting tidied up again. I'm looking at my inventory. I'm like, you've got a place you can go. Let's get you there. Ooh, how did that happen? Why not grace us with a small live performance, audio only? Says Matty. I don't know. I don't think I'll do that. Like, oh, we're gonna kick off a conversation. He's gonna start talking about stuff. Mamushiden Suyu, whose name I probably just butchered. Thank you so much for your Amazon Prime there. Appreciate using that on me. Like, I can feel the gears turn. Like, someone says something and the gears start turning, and I'm like, oh, here come the words. Here come the words. What I've been trying to learn recently for a while now, and I embrace it more and more, and I keep re-encountering this problem. When you're a content creator, it is too easy to think about all of your interests and things that you like and do as being content. And that has caused me to pursue way too many things. I am the sort of person that is interested in many things. But this does not mean that my interests have to turn into content creation. It is very difficult to orient my brain to not think like that. And this is one of those moments where I've done a little bit of it. I've done some guitar videos on the second channel. Honestly, like right now, with playing guitar, I thought I was going to be recording some videos when I got back from Portugal. But I just don't feel like it. And I am trying to just follow that way a little bit more. You know, I've been Mr. Productivity and, you know, do as much as you can. And it got me to where I am, and I'm starting to feel like I need a new rhythm. I need a new way of seeing the world and putting things into it. And so, is there a torch down there? There's a torch above where it's landed. Just because I create content doesn't mean all my interests have to turn into content. Like, when I play songs, I notice that I queue them up. And then the queue gets really big. There's this long list of like, oh my god, there's all these songs that I could record a cover video for. Right? I'm just going to wait until the moment hits me. I'm going to wait until it really feels like, you know what, I'm loving this song, I'm going to put on the mask and record it. Because I get a bit, like, stressed out in my head that there's this, like, growing list of songs that I could potentially make a video on. See what I mean? Like, the content creator brain is just, I'm over it. I've done this for like over a decade. So now it's all about just enjoying myself. I don't have anything to prove by making content. And so I want the content that I make to like be genuinely enjoyable and come from the right place. Hey X, random question. Are you a big car guy? If you are, what's your favorite car? I like cars that have got wheels and are safe to drive. You know, I like those kind of cars. Not a big fan of the I don't know where I was going with that. The cars that crash. The Black Ranger PL, thank you for 96 months. 8 years of sub. Who would have thought? 4 more months to the magic number. Have a good one, X. Thank you, my dude. That's incredible. Getting close to 100. iSign Shop, thank you ever so much for 2 months. Greatly appreciated, my dude. Greatly appreciate it. I'm not a big cars guy. As in, I'm not big about cars. I'm also not into big cars because big cars seem to be way more dangerous for everyone involved, including pedestrians and whatnot. So I'm not a fan of these big EVs that are becoming popular. I have no idea why I'm like building out this platform so thoroughly. It does not merit this level of detail. Let's just get ahead and build this because it's all going to come down in 5 minutes, isn't it? Are you a biker? That's a great question. Let's get to the bikes in a second. So I'm just not big on cars in general. I grew up hating cars, and I'm aware that hate is a very strong word, and that's just the way I used to think and feel. I don't hate cars now, but I've always, well, at least then, strongly disliked them. Never wanted to drive a car myself. I used to think they were terrible for the environment, despite providing, you know, economic opportunities and helping humans flourish in various ways, you know. We need to get about, we need to go places, we need to move goods around and whatnot. Food, especially. NASCAR said, sorry, Randy says, not a fan of NASCAR, don't like the continuing right turn. Yeah, I mean, like, do they design the cars a little different if they only turn in one direction? Feels like there's some ground to be gained there. Fawned Rosie, thank you for the cheers and bits. What's your favourite song or genre of music? My favourite song is The Insight and the Catharsis by Doom Will Gear. I was obsessed with that song when I was younger. I used to just listen to it to the point where on my computer it had this like song count that was just insane, like 500 times. I was like, I don't know. Genre of music, unsurprisingly, symphonic black metal. Still obsessed with it to this day. Hot Tub Harry, thank you so much for 8 months of support, my dude. Car go left. Some cars go left, yeah. So, I'm just not into cars. Like, it doesn't do it for me. As for bikes, I'm not into motorbikes, but I am into cycling, and I am currently suffering some RSI injuries that has caused me to stop the weightlifting and to look for other activities to do. And I really wanted to do cycling this summer. I kept getting this like itch of when the weather starts to turn, I should get on the bike again. Well, that's what I've been doing because the weather has turned and I can't weightlift. So now my exercise regiment, my training regiment, if we call it that, not really training, is cycling and running for now. So I'm cycling again. And I don't have to use my electric bike to get around. Not that I ever did, just that my knees are so much better and stronger, I don't need that anymore. Ironically, it's got a flat tyre, and it's not at my house, and I've got to go repair it at some point. Randy Nicole, thank you so much for gifted subs to Karen Cake, Dr. MSB, DXRK Seeker, Max Specimen, Delaney Winkler. If you just heard your name, it's because you've been gifted a sub, and you should totally go to the chat and say thanks to Randy for being awesome. Thank you, Randy, for being awesome. Thank you so much. Cycling is actually excellent because your calf muscles use up excess triglycerides that build up in your bloodstream when you are sitting in a chair. I've never heard that word before. Triglycerides. And I've never heard that sentiment either. I'm aware that sitting for long durations of time can potentially be bad for you. I've never heard that before though. It's news to me. What was it called again? Triglycerides. It just sounds like a made-up word. I mean, you know, because words aren't made up, they're just inherent. They're like maths. They exist out there in the universe for us to discover words, don't they? We don't make them up. What are you talking about? Right. Let's get up here. Place blocks! Oh my god. He's going to place blocks today. True rebel over here. Did we go like one lower over there? I think we went one lower. Sometimes leaving this on isn't always that helpful. Figure out what blocks you need to move about and stuff. King Claw Blazer is here for 6 months. Yo X, how's it going? Hope you are doing well. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking, my dude. I mean, I can't work out, but I ain't gonna complain. I'm just gonna pivot and do something else, which is cycling, which I've been enjoying. Cycling and running. Feel really good about that at the moment. TRI glycerides. Now, glycerides does sound way more familiar. TRI, I'm not sure what that is. Now, TMI is too much information. I'm assuming it's some sort of, you know, like IIRC, if I recall correctly. I'm assuming it's one of those sorts of abbreviations. Like, here's the correction. Hey, we've got some more subscriptions coming through. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte. Almost read it wrong. Thank you for the subscription. Nia Wahoo. Thank you for subscribing. King T1X. Vistoria 1990. Dr. Eaxi. Or 3Axi, you know, because with the letters and the numbers. Thank you for your subscription. I mean, so many people subbing. I really appreciate it. And Razoria83, thank you for gifting subs to Cat Lover and Tam Ashial. If you hear your name being read out loud for a gifted sub, always say thanks in that chat. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Yes, like those famous shapes, triangle. Oh, you're unearthing the conspiracy. It's all coming together now. It's all coming together. I see. I'm connecting the dots. Dots that don't actually exist. What? Okay, let's go and get some redstone components in our inventory. Because that is where they belong. Let's face it. We need them. I think I'm going to use, like, a fair bit of stuff here. I think hoppers are going to get used. Probably dispensers, yeah. 2 of those, I think. A lever will definitely get used at some point. I don't think we have any piston action here. In fact, now I think we might be pretty complete. You know, like, I'm trying to be a bit more on top of things. You know, I go, oh, I need some redstone dust. Well, let's think ahead. Let's think ahead and grab a few things, you know. Oh, just out of reach. What a shame. Hey! Lucky Tiger Kitten coming in. Gifting subs as well. Haddock, 8. Fairy Umikash. The one and only the Jez. Beth in the Sky. Tommy Pickles, y'all been gifted subs. Once again, say thanks in the chat. It only takes a moment. And Lucky Tiger Kitten, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate you doing that. We also got Loading Turtle 22 here for 3 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do spectral arrows do? They will make the entity that they hit glow, which is super cool. And as you've seen in my inventory, I have some because I like to make things glow when I hit them. Aragon says this community is brilliant. I agree, this community is, and we're now exploding creepers in the chat. I can see that. We've got creepers exploding over here. Time to turn off emote animations again. They are a little on the obnoxious side. I'll give you that. Spokey says using that emote doesn't work anymore. The event is already over. If we're talking about the emote with the creeper exploding, I am seeing it in my chat. Okay. Yeah, look, dispensers facing upwards. I actually remember some of my own redstone that I created. We created this on a stream, by the way, this contraption. If it looks familiar to you, you know, it may be because you were here when we made it. Right, let's go. Let's go, Tesco. Chat, that was not a signal to start posting exploding creepers. I mean, I've amplified now, haven't I? I've made that mistake. I've unleashed the beast. Whoops. You can blame X. It's my fault. I've let them run rampant. If we get 1 billion derp coin, will you actually do a face reveal, says Lamb? No, it's a giant troll. I totally wouldn't honour that, would I? Of course I wouldn't. Why would I honour such a thing? You know, I wouldn't just put some arbitrary goal there for, you know, just to troll you or something, would I? That would just be mean. And I am not mean. People know this. They go, X, that guy's not mean. He wouldn't do something like that. Right, let's go put this over here. Put that there. That's the off switch, by the way. I said there'd be a lever, didn't I? It's like I built this contraption or something. Okay. That's that layer done. Well, with exception to blocks over here. Oh, the items go off in that direction, do they? I might change. Actually, I think part of that might be unnecessary. I might just have them drop down into a storage system. So I'm not necessarily gonna stick with exactly what's here. Let's go get something here in place. Have you been watching the other Hermits play Twitch Rivals? I tuned into a little bit of it the day before yesterday, and I just couldn't tell what was going on, but I couldn't give it my full attention either. I sort of came in midway, there was a lot of chaos, it looked like they were having problems with the voice mod and stuff, and I just didn't know what was going on. One of the problems of tuning into something midway is not knowing what's going on, and I became a victim of that problem. And we need to end that problem. We need to find a solution. No one should be made to feel that way ever again, is what I concluded. Right, I've got both types of nilium here. So let's put this together willy-nilly, because that's just perfect. I also need netherrack, right? And this might be a little trickier than I have thought about, I guess. Let's get up here and see what we can do with this. The voice mod stuff is a nightmare, says Okie Dokie. Yeah, I feel like they would benefit from something we did in season 9. Last season was season 9. Oh my god, time flies. Okay, we did this right at the end, but we came up with this regions thing. I believe thanks to RX and Vanilla Tweaks. And that might be extremely useful to them to be able to use regions, but I don't know, because I don't know what the event is, etc, etc. But it just struck me as one of those things. When you got all this chaos on, like the regions idea for that mod, extremely useful. Right, so I think the way I'll do this, it seems to me like this is where it's not controlled, like right here in the middle, right? This is where it might go a bit 50-50. Because you can... I fill that in, okay. You can direct one here, then if I click that... Actually, then it grows stuff on top. That's stone. Okay, that's why I'm confused. I didn't actually place one there, did I? There we go. So that's supposed to be the crimson. Now, when I do that... I got the wrong type. That time... Yeah, okay, so we play a little bit of a game here. And we might run out of the netherrack we need to use playing this game. Oh! Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Oh, there we go. I guess I could have farmed a few up and then placed them or something. Like, the ones that I just got are going to be useful to place here. Where did they go? Did they... Yeah, look, some landed in there. Two are down here. Oh my god. I just can't let anything go to waste, can I? Bear in chat says hello, gamers. Hello, Bear. Welcome to the stream. USA Assinations. Thank you ever so much for 2 months of support. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream we're doing here today. The stream. We're doing a stream, peeps. Gonna be a good one. Right, that's the middle 1, 2. So that's all we need, and we've got enough. Beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. That's what we want to see, just getting stuff done here. Cool. The rest of this will go in there. I believe we're going to put like a double chest on this bit. Oh, I think I'm going to cough. Any word on Vanilla Tweaks? I have no words on Vanilla Tweaks other than it's amazing. I'm Daniela, welcome to the stream. Mucha Plays, how's my day been? It's been great. It's been good. Had a little bit of a funk coming back from Portugal. But I expected that, and it's just taken me like a couple of days to kind of reorient myself a bit, and now I'm just excited to crack on with like the next set of Hermitcraft projects. That's why we're over here doing this today. Cool, let's get the schematic back in place. So yeah, I did say about this. Now, that's in the way. The direction that we want to get our goodies from is actually over there. So our hopper will probably be here and then come out and then go across. The chest I do not have. We can put it in later. Let's put these blocks in. Silver Varg says, love seeing how much fun you and Cleo had at the MCC. Yeah, like, it seems mad to say this, but I had more fun the second time. I think actually the lack of preparation, like, just put me more into a casual mindset, because I didn't have the time to prepare like I did the first time round. And so I like to have fun, but I do enjoy a good competition. I just... My way of being competitive is to, like, try my best, but I'm not going to go crazy about it. But the fact that, like, all of that, you know, try and do good was sort of taken away because I had no time to practice, etc. Like, it really actually made a big difference to my enjoyment. And I just had a great time. I think MCC is a really awesome event. I was well aware of its reputation, but now that now that I'm involved in it, like, I'm learning so much more about it, and it's fantastic. It really is. Let's go over here. Then we got some trapdoors that are needed. Now, I think we want these to open that way. Yeah. And I believe I might have missed a little something over here. Just got a feeling. Well, first of all, it's telling me that's not that. Yeah. Yeah, I did miss something. It needs a redstone signal coming up. Coming up in the world! Don't trust nobody, gotta look over your shoulder constantly. That just popped into my head, you know? You just say one little word and then all of a sudden, like, oh, here's a song that has that line in it. Thanks, brain. Thanks, I needed to know that as it went. That was important. Right. Right, there we go. I think we can get rid of these blocks. I wouldn't put redstone directly on stone. That chest, by the way, can go. And yes, this thing is, like, very close to what's above it. Kind of intentionally. I want this place to look crazy, full of contraptions when it's done. And we're going to leave some room underneath. I need to actually plan a little bit ahead about what things. Mog Swamp, I also enjoyed approaching MCC Pride with a casual mindset. Yeah, I saw you there, my dude. I saw you there. I was like, oh, Mog Swamp. It's nice seeing familiar names. Volcatanos. 3 months. Thank you so much, my dude. Thank you. It is appreciated. Yeah, it was a really awesome event. I'm so stoked to be a part of the community and be able to partake. It's really cool. I believe we're being raided. I think. Oh, there it is. You know, Slob's potentially been a little bit slow. It's catching up. We'll give it a break. It's caught up. We got a pixel raid coming in. Thank you, Pixel Riffs, my dude. Much appreciated. I've missed doing stuff with you, Pix. It was really great having you on season 10. Playing a bit of Diablo and stuff. Be cool to find something to do again in the future, I reckon. But thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. We'll find something to do soon. Yeah, I'm sure something will come along at some point. It'll be great. Let's throw down some torches on those corners, you know. Oh, it's one off. Okay. I'm a little concerned about things being close to this blast chamber. The way I've modified it, well, actually, it's always been this way, but like the TNT lands on a block, it's not in water. If it were in water, it doesn't break anything. So I just realized what I'm saying is complete nonsense. But yeah, new TNT duper. Also, there's a creeper up there. That's very rude. And a slime. And slimes. We got mobs in the base. Right, I think I need signs. Of which... I think the bottom level isn't automatically crafting. Ah! That one isn't either. We got a lack of sticks is the problem. And I've got several things I'm going to do to solve those problems. Let's go up a floor. Still have no real way of navigating any of this stuff. There we go. Grab a few of those. That'll get the job done. The Kraken Bubble says, chat freaking out is always my favourite. Yeah. Chat loves to freak out. I love how the hat is on 24/7. Yeah, I just kind of realised that I've been like wearing this shield and hat and wimping out all the time, and now the hat's just staying on. I'm like, we're keeping it. It's staying. It's a thing. This can go. And it was just a little bit higher that the signs up here needed to go. So, part of the premise with this, by the way... Oh, I need to get water up here. Dang, I should have grabbed that. Part of the premise here is that things from the rooted dirt farm fall down here, which sounds really bizarre, I know. Like, why would you do that? But that's just the way I decided to do it, I guess. So we're going to use this as like both a farm and a collection system for items. Where am I going? Over here. I'm definitely going over here. Nope, I'm going back over there because I ain't got buckets. Classic Minecraft. This is why I'm not going to do an inventory rant again. I'm just going to say this is why I want like Minecraft's inventory to be rethought. I just think there is, and maybe I'm guilty of this because I'm an idiot, but like this game has too much back and forth for inventory. It has too much. Oh, I need to stare at a GUI for a while I figure out what on earth's going on with my inventory. It's too much, you know. Oh, I left that thing over there. There's so much in the game, and you increasingly fall victim to it more and more. Also, I don't need to go over there because I've got 2 water buckets here. Use your brain. Okay, maybe I should blame my brain for this one. Hey, I was listening to a VOD of yours when you talked about the custom objects. Is there a reason they're always bound to carved pumpkins versus actual helmets? Yeah, because you can't actually do that with a... You can't... Ugh. Is that working? That is. Yeah, you can't use a helmet to create a custom thing, which is why. Let's see. Go. Right, so this will actually be down by default. That's the way it is when it's like it currently is. And now you can actually see what we're aiming for here. So if we put like 2 hoppers here and just collect all those items, we'll be dandy. Yeah, that is a problem for me on a different day. I've done this bit of this. I don't think there's anything else I want to do here. The items, as you can see, are going to fall into here. Some of them do spit out the other side. And they'll kind of fall down into there as well. So I could go hook this thing up to more of this. We'd probably take that one, go down, and across. Yeah, I think we'll do that now. We'll get it hooked up. Oh, almost fell in. As for building a wall behind this, I sort of don't feel like I can be bothered. Probably means I should. You should really take care of it. It needs doing. Yeah. At least partially. Let's get something down here. Like, I don't know how this all looks in the end, but let's at least make it look reasonable for now. Inventory management is a huge and significantly missing in Minecraft. And you also said, I love Satisfactory's management for that. Yeah, you see, that game has embraced the idea that your inventory needs to help you. Minecraft has not. It has not seen the growing problem. And, you know, it's only going to get worse with time. I'll admit, I don't think it's going to get that much worse because the concept will sort of remain the same. Like, I think there's enough stuff in the game now that you see how much, like, it can be frustrating. And they'll keep adding stuff. But I think you're never gonna go for a level of detail or depth that I could be getting this really wrong, actually. But it feels to me like there's enough blocks in the game right now that you see like the color combinations and the texture combinations to show you like how far you can go with this kind of stuff. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe like, oh no, you can go way further or whatever. But the way I see it is just, it's hard to imagine using that many more blocks at one time for a project, I guess. Who knows? They may introduce all sorts of new systems that mean you need new tools and you need new redstone components or something, and then once again it starts to get bloated. What sort of inventory improvements do you think will work for Minecraft? Okay, apparently we're having this discussion again. Complete overhaul. I mean, like, literally if it involves stuff like you just have like a magical invisible space for tools and you can just sort of conjure them You know, like you go down here and you press, like I can pull, thanks to this mod, I can pull my blocker out of my ender chest, right? I can pull, yeah, that. It doesn't pick up my other tools because they're not. This is gonna make an interesting little experiment. It's gonna make an interesting little experiment. Just need to get that. Okay. Put these in here. Put it in my inventory. Now, is it because it's not there? There you go. Now I can pull anything out of that shulker box. I'm not gonna because I should really use that more. Like, I made this mod and I don't, like, why do I not use it as much? It's great. It's what it's for. I need to do that. Like, if I want to switch to a different one, I literally built it for this. Oh my god. Why have I never renamed this to Silk Touch Pick either? I do not know. Anyway. Enough laughing at myself. We do plenty of that around here. Oh, that mod is awesome, says Orange JSX. Yeah. So just imagine that this is like, the contents of this is like an invisible space you don't really see unless you go looking for it. Like, the point would be just quick and easy access to different things. Like, let's not make this painful. You know, I don't want to go fishing around, finding something, putting it on the ground, swapping it. Oh no, my inventory's full with other clutter. Like, it is inventory management. You are managing your inventory constantly. I don't think that's good gameplay. I don't enjoy it. I think maybe the first year of playing Minecraft, it's kind of interesting. Oh, like, you know, you start to think, oh, I need to organize my items. I need to create like a bit of a workflow here. Then you've been playing the game for 10 years and you're like, I am sick of doing this. Just make it easy. I am not here to do this anymore. I am here to make cool things. Like, let me make cool things. Mojang, please. Let X make cool things. I don't want to do inventory management. Anyway. I think drastic overhaul. I really do think. Rethink stack sizes. Rethink the idea that all items actually just sit in your inventory. Like, maybe dyes is just something attached to you, the player. You have a dye score for each color and you accumulate it. And that means that whenever you want to use colors, you know, you got this accumulated score and you can just, you know, go ham and build something big, right? Right, I'm done with placing these blocks. I'll finish it another time. And I want to get off the whole thing because I go on about this so much and some of you are bored to death of it. Right, now that we've done that, that's like, I can literally cross that off my list. Let's go down here. That one goes off. We have to build crafters and a dual nether farm. I think I'm just going to build the crafters today. This probably means I've got to go craft more redstone supplies. So this is my junk chest for my sorting system. So everything that is just going to get sorted later on will go in there. I think the netherrack needs to go back in. And time for a little bit of a tidy up. Oh no, we didn't. There's something here I didn't finish. Oh my god, I almost forgot. We need chests. 2 of them. We need decorated pots. And we need hoppers galore. Yeah, we're going to run out of hoppers very quickly. Very quickly. Very quickly. I think I'm going to go craft a massive batch of them. That makes the most sense to me. To do that, probably want some resources from over here. Oh, just about made it. In a game called Grounded, it handles the inventory problem to be much more effective. I mean, there are other games that have tackled inventory issues and done it in a variety of ways. This is a bit of a bug, by the way, that sometimes you just get extra planks, and I not really sussed it out. Also, did I want spruce? I think I came over here for oak. But we'll take spruce, whatever. There'll be loads of it stashed up here. Oh yeah, I also wanted to make like a little level indicator off to the side to kind of tell you how much you got. Oh, interesting. We're like out. So where is it all now? Some there. Okay, that's being drained. Yep, that's the way that works. And then planks. Yeah, these are all planks at this point. Interesting. Interesting. So I want to add little indicators Oh, we should do that. We should do that today. This is a great time to do it. Woo! Oh, that's not good. Wait, what did I just put in there? Did I put anything in it? Was I holding something? I'm not sure. I don't think I put anything in it because Birchwood immediately came back in. That was shocking. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna add little indicator lights. All right, so we're gonna craft. I also want to pull that thing down today. So much I want to do around here. Just gonna lose track all the time. Let's do the. Don't let me forget. Let's add the indicator lamps. They're gonna be super useful. They're a cool little thing to add. And let's get some hoppers and finish the last project before we do too much more. So yeah, I grabbed this stuff so that we can make lots and lots of chests, basically. And then iron we get from Hypno. So I've got lots and lots of iron. Starting to actually run low though. Can you believe it? The leaf roof is sick. You love the room. Aragorn's Chicken says. Well, thank you, Aragorn's Chicken, for tuning in. Cluck, cluck. Okay. Yes, that was a terrible joke. I don't know. I just let... Whatever pops in my head, I just say it. I'm like that. Please forgive me. Right. Totally lost my train of thought. With all this silliness. Yeah, so we got... Oh, do you know what? We're probably going to need more composters as well. Always got plenty of oak lying around. Let's make slabs and slabs and composters and slabs, composters and composter. There you go. How did bamboo end up in there? That's birch. Yeesh. I must be colorblind, right? Yeah, we're gonna go do that. I need more rockets. I'm running out of rockets, peeps. Oh, totally out. Gotta add the automation there. Oh, Julia MP, thank you for watching the clip back and confirming that I weren't holding anything. That's terrific. Thank you for doing that. I'm getting a bit hot and sweaty. I mean, it's that time of year, right? I think I might sit back down again. Yeah, time for old X to sit down, I think. Whew. Composters are just upside down. Slab pants. Slab pants. There's an emote for this. It's so muggy outside now. Yeah, muggy. It's got that muggy feeling for sure. Am I going to stream Enshrouded again? I don't know. If the if our fellow hermits wanted to do that again, I would probably join them because it was a lot of fun. There's some sort of something there. I've just noticed. Yeah, Enshrouded was really great. Like, having the opportunity to do like an advertised stream for a different game is always fun. It's especially good when you really like the game. So, I didn't know what to expect entirely. The game looked like the sort of one I'd enjoy playing for a little bit. But I tell you what, the building on it was really, really top notch. Okay, now I need to kind of like click that into there. Hey. And this one. Right, I think this might effectively now be in the way. Yep. Okay. Could you play this while on a treadmill? I can play games on a controller on the treadmill, but not keyboard and mouse. And I played Enshrouded on the controller, so if that's the gist of your question, then the answer is probably yes. Right, so we're going to have one come down from there. So we're going to be off to the side a little bit. I think that means it's below here. Stuff is below there. I think that means we're going to go like this. Hang on, let's do that again. So like, yeah, we're going to go down. Right. Just want to make sure I'm getting this 100% right. Yeah, we are one further out, so we're going to be here. Now, based on this, let's see. So that one goes directly down. We're going to go into a decorated pot, which means we're offset by 1. So I can put a decorated pot here and then go upwards. Good stuff. This should be a quick and easy build, my friends. Quick and easy. We'll start filling this thing up. You know, the camera count's on. We can keep the moss farm going, which it is. Happy to report. Looks like a little bit more cobble. Needs removing. That reduces some efficiency, but otherwise, you know, all good. All good. Okay. Yeah, so from here, we then go upwards. Until we hit something, I guess, above us. And we'll keep going up then. What are the pots for? Transferring items. Oh, let's go up here. And there it is. Bam. That thing will start loading all of this bone meal that we've got stashed up here. That'll now make its way down to that farm. Brilliant. That's what it's here for. I had a great suggestion, by the way, to make the storage bigger by turning it into bone blocks. So, like, somewhere down here we can install a module to take the bone meal and turn it into bone blocks and dispense it up. But I don't want to build an uncrafter in lots of different locations. So I think what we'd probably do is maybe remove the last lamp here and make it so, like, there's a crafter here and it fills up these chests or something. Like, the spot to do it is somewhere around here, I think. Like, it might be that we have a crafter off this side and it points into a hopper that goes back in again. But yeah, like, there's room to basically 9x the storage system, which I thought was really clever. And then that means that I can't use the unloader here because, you know. This is for unloading bone blocks, so maybe I can. Maybe I just put, like, bone blocks on top of the hoppers. I don't know. Shulkers with bone blocks, I mean. Anyway, it's a cool idea. Israel is loving the background music. I'm glad you are. It's Orang. If you enjoy Orang's music, take the time to go check them out on Bandcamp. They've got tons of records. Lots of cool stuff to listen to. So yeah, check this out. Like, it's done. Let's go to the next thing. I think I left my ender chest down here. Yep. We've also now got a full complement of hoppers, which is very good. And a large amount of composters. Got some random bone meal here. And am I missing a chest? I'm not. Actually, you know what? I might need that, so we'll grab it. What we want to do is get 3 comparators onto 1, 2, 3 lamps. That's about as much as we need for that project, I think. It's not too complicated. Very good. Hey, Skizzle77 is here for 15 months of the Prime. We've also got JSTP3000 here for 11 months. And Tammy Milk, thank you for 8. You're glad to be back and wonder if I've seen a lot of Brazilian subscribers. I don't see Brazil in the top 5, but I haven't looked at my top 5 for a long time. But I appreciate all my viewers from, you know, all around the globe. What am I building? Currently, we just wrapped up. So what we're doing next is rebuilding these auto crafters down the bottom for our nether tree farm. But what I want to do is add in like a storage indicator. And I think the place to put it... Let's just go up and look. We want it to be the same. I think it's going to be that there. The only thing is, I probably want the lamp to be flush. So then if you have one going around the other way, you can have it kind of come out and stuff, but then it's just a big pain, basically. So, oh, missed my jump. We're just going to put it here. We're just going to put it here. Would bet the Dutch and UK folks are top 2, says 4Girl. Yeah, so I believe it is the Netherlands, but there is a country that has exceptionally high viewership than you would expect compared to the population. I believe that is the Netherlands. Like in Europe, it's one of those things where like your top viewership is the USA, and we all understand that. The wealthiest country on the planet, 300 million inhabitants. It's a collection of a lot of countries, in a ways. But yeah, that appears top. Then England's probably pretty big on most people's list, but being British possibly gives you that edge. I'm not entirely sure about that one because it's my native. It kind of feels like that makes sense, but not necessarily the reason why it's second. But then there's this third, and I think it's Netherlands. It's always like, Netherlands, eh? And you know, there's other, like I said, there's other countries in Europe that are more populous. Anyway, those little indicator lamps have been added to tell us like which one we need to farm, basically. So now I know, spruce is the next one to farm, basically, is what that's there for. I love these stats type stuff, says Lightly Lucid. I enjoy stats as well. And now all the duchies are represented in chat. Okay. Oh, excuse me, I got a little bit of burps going on here, holding them down. Now that we've done that, we have to kind of do this thing again over here. My tolerance for building redstone, though, it kind of goes up and down. I think I might go, that was good, let's go do something else for a bit. Or I don't know. We'll see how we get along with this. So, the bottom layer of this, is it this one? It looks like it is to me. Yeah, no, it's definitely here. This is the bottom layer, so we don't need to go any lower than that. So we're just reducing the local area by 1, I guess. And then, actually, if we look here, it goes a little deeper. I did not expect to see a crafter there. Yeah, I think it's a good idea when you do stuff like this just to go like 1 block bigger on all sides. So we'll go down like this. Could go down across the middle here. The thing is, like, the barrels are at the floor level, so I'll just leave it like that. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that out of sight now. Right, and then how tall is this thing is another question. I think if we just do that, we'll be good. Yep, okay, we know exactly what we're doing here. How many hours have I played this season so far in your stats? Oh, interesting question. Where would it be? Minutes played or something? Time with World Open, 39 days, I think. 39 days playtime. And I've loved every minute of it. Do I have the better stats mod? I did have it in the past. I don't think I have it this season. It's a cool mod. The Netherlands has the highest percentage of the population being able to hold a conversation in English, 90%. Wow. Wow, that is that higher than England? I wouldn't be surprised. That's fascinating. Okay, thanks for sharing. Good to know. I mean, I guess if you like focus on a language, like a second language in your country, that'd be in English, to the point where it's for most people almost like a primary language. It makes a lot of sense that, you know, in these English-speaking spaces, you'll see more people with that level of access. Okay, over here. You can see we've got a spawner in the way, potentially. Oh, and a little bit of this. Totally Kyle Logan, thank you so much for the raids. Welcome to all the raiders coming in. In England or UK, it'd be 95%. 95? Like 1 on 100? What's going on? I'm confused. That's our language, innit? I guess there's a lot of people living here that, you know, come in from other countries and perhaps don't learn the language, so maybe that, like, makes sense of that number. If so, that just makes the Netherlands number even more impressive, I think. Did I see some copper? Ah, you know we gotta mine it. This song is rather glum. Like, glum in a great way musically, but, for our usual upbeat vibe, it's not quite there. Anyway, I'm loving it. Very atmospheric, very chill. Right, let's go ahead and knock out some of that. Are children counted in those statistics, says Weston? When I first read that, I thought I don't know why, but my brain immediately thought of the days played statistic from a moment ago. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. Clearly, we're talking about people talking. And that is a perfectly valid question. Right, throwing out some torches. And we're looking good. The junk always fills up real quick. Oh, I'm reminded of something very important I need to do, which is to go and get more turtle eggs. I've been periodically doing that. I need to do it again. It is a very important task. Someone's got to do it. There are certainly a few people who were born in Britain who don't speak English at all, ignoring technicalities like mutism. There are people who speak solely Gaelic, for instance. Oh, right. Fascinating. Okay, I'll leave these things up here. This is more of my project box, although a little bit of junk has made its way in, as we can see. Okay, now we're looking a fair bit more organised. Chimera Dev, thank you so much for the raid, and Morbrick77, thank you for 62 months. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for supporting the channel. I think I'm going to pull that down here next. It really just needs to get done. It really needs to get done. Right, and I said we had something important to do, and I meant it. Oh, I really meant it. Let's check it out. We need to grab that and this and those. Put away the junk in the trunk. And that's junk too. Cool. Another project box. That's how we keep it tidy. That's how we keep it tidy right there. Woo. I'm from South Africa, where we have 12 official national languages. Dang, 12. Crazy stuff.
Far, far away, take me on your dark journey.
Okay, right, so we need to come over here and get turtle eggs, because one of the things on my list for our base is to set up a turtle shrine. To worship turtles. I don't know why I called it a shrine. It's definitely not a shrine. It's like a turtle pit. Pits and shrines are rather different. And for some reason, I wanted to call it a shrine. Now, when it comes to getting the turtle eggs, this area is a little small. And every time I come over here, I actually mean to bring some fence posts with me, but I never do. And the thing about this is the turtle eggs, or their like spawn points where they want to lay eggs and stuff, it's kind of based on where they hatched. And I think a lot of the turtles hatched over the back here. And now there's just like this... Oops, I think I broke some eggs. This unavoidable cluster of eggs at the back. And then you get tons of turtles. And I think some of them, like, because they're difficult to now harvest, you end up with, like, eggs that actually hatch. And so you get more turtles in here, and it contributes to the problem more. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Oh, dear. Oh, I was going to get that last one. Yeah, sometimes it helps to do this. So when I create my own little area, I kind of want to avoid this problem, right? Oh, there's some over the back here. Okay, come on, let me at him. Matsubu! 65 months, thank you, my dude. Evil X in his house. Well over a stack of subscriptions. Greatly appreciated, my dude. Are we going to get more Soul Setter clips? The album was fantastic, and a good chunk of the tracks have made it to my playlist. Oh, awesome to hear. Yeah, one day you will, I'm sure of it, but I haven't been messing with the music that much as of late. I've just been really enjoying playing guitar. I really enjoy playing other people's music as it goes. And I do play some on my own from time to time, but I don't know, it's weird. It's like, with my own music, it's more about like making it and writing it. And then, oh, I'm sorry, that's the first turtle I've ever heard doing this, I swear. I swear to you. Oh my god, look at this. It's like almost impossible to get in there. Come on, come on. Oh my god, this is the real game, isn't it? So now that, yeah, here's another thing you can do. You can try and lure them out a bit, but it doesn't really do much. Meanie Beanie Arts, thank you for 12 months, a whole year. I'm late again, been really loving your music. Thank you so much. I'm humbled to hear people are enjoying it so much. It's means a lot. Means a lot. One of the things I want to do when I feel like it is record a cover of me playing one of the songs. Sounds a bit strange to call it a cover, but that's just how I think about it, I guess. Yeah, so there's probably a few more eggs here, but I think I've had enough of that. Every time I come here, it's like a game that gets a little bit harder, because now some of those eggs will actually hatch. And now we go over this way. Oh, Gamer says, oh yes please, I love your covers. Yeah, when I feel like it, I'll do it. I just haven't felt like it in a while. Plus, I'm not playing guitar as much at the moment because of RSI injuries, so when I get back into it, there'll be a moment. I know it'll come. I'm just not forcing myself, you know. Right, so I had 35, now we're up to 55. That's true. That's true. Also, I want to go look at my notes and add a few things.
Before your world even existed, my people were an ancient race. Now they are gone, and only I remain, keeper of
Right, perfect, perfect. Okay. Just get a zombie in to clear them all out after, says Bert. I mean, that would do the job, wouldn't it? It'd be cruel, it'd be vicious, but it would work. What else is on my list to do this stream? So yeah, the turtles, by the way, I'm thinking of putting them up top. So we have our own little turtle farm up here. And then I was thinking, like, we put one turtle in each spot. So I'm probably gonna put like a border of sandstone or something, and then have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh, that was bad. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 7. So like almost a stack. I think I must have miscounted this. I'm gonna make it like an 8 by 8. Yeah, that's going to be like a dedicated little turtle pit. Was the idea. Sort of the idea. Oh, I remembered something else really important we need to do today. I'm so glad I remembered. How do you write notes on paper or digital, says Worthy Yellow? I do it digitally. I'm actually like, one of my favorite things to do lately, I noticed that I get, like, stressed out. I get a stressed out feeling when I don't have a lot going on sometimes. And I've identified what it is. It's because I create lists of things I need to do, and then I start to feel like this weird pressure of, like, having to get around to stuff. And I'm trying to get away from it. And I had this idea that it might help to make notes on pen and paper as opposed to digitally. And I don't know why. I have a feeling like that's might be a better way to go about doing stuff. Because when you do digital notes, you keep like opening your phone, and then the phone's just full of distractions. The amount of times, like, even though I don't have notifications on, it's like I still just pull open my phone and just have some reflex to go and look at stuff. Ah, okay. Okay, so we've got 2000s and a... Let's check this out. Dude, there is a massive sub bomb coming in, by the way. I need to get to that in a second. Right, I need to read. Why am I not reading? Mission Possible is now open. Located centrally on the map in a tall sign building with its proud M logo. It's Mission Possible HQ. Mission Possible is a season-long Omega game of Doom. The goal is to carry out missions. These missions are non-targeted and non-grindy. You may carry out as many missions as you want, and for every mission you complete, you get a mission token. Mission tokens can be used as to claim a unique reward at the HQ. Mission Possible is completely free to play, but make sure you only ever have one active mission at any given time, unless the mission states that it is a side mission. Try to carry out any taken mission with haste, as they recycle in the HQ. Furthermore, in Mission Possible will run in 3 stages. Each stage presents 9 unique collectible rewards. You need 2 mission tokens to spin the wheel and get one of these collectibles. Can you collect them all? Good luck, and remember Mission Possible, where missions come true. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be playing a little bit more of that this season. Let's put these 2 back in here. I'll keep that on me. I'll go put that in the base and remember to do something about that in my episode. Right, so diamonds. Let's have a look. We've got a book. Awesome, awesome. I think we're going to have to send a note back to Pearl. I don't think we have Pearl's head for 250. And then the beacon shop is Ren, isn't it? It's Ren. And he's given me 10. I think he's not aware that I changed the price. I am accumulating a lot of these boxes as well, I've realised. Anyway, do you know what I do when I make diamonds? I write it down, and I completely forgot to do that. And it's no longer on my notepad. We do it in-game. Okay, before we go any further... Well, actually, no, we're going to take a few steps further. I'm going to put that down here and then stand next to the diamond counter so I don't forget to do it. Very important mission. Okay, stand here. Let's see. Voodoo Vandal, thank you so much for a massive sub bomb here. I think this is like 15 or 20 or something. That's insane. Thank you, my dude. I want to read them all out. Lighting Star, Pont MC, The Bad Llama, Noki Nu, Dutch Rocker, Violet Ninja, Soup Can, Super Slam, Pirja Jr., Hugs for Hermitcraft, that's a cool name, Viviet, Jonesy, Wedgeroo, Lesop Waz, I butchered that one, Jasper Truck, GT Experience, Obono Daddio, Zowix, Helldog, Onyx Fawn, and Cyvalian Feather. Y'all been gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks to Voodoo Vando in the chat. Thank you for your generosity, my dude. That is superb. And Meanie Beanie Art, thank you for gifting a sub to Gizgo. Much appreciated. Thank you for supporting the community here. It's super cool. So, we need to take the book. We need to write in it that we've now just made... That is not a comma. After 90, we just got, like, 27? No, 28. We just made 28 more diamonds. Come down here. Numbers, I can do them. I can do the numbers. So that's that. Well, hold on to these for a second, just because I don't want to get anything wrong here. We don't want to make any mistakes, do we? Let's go grab some trophies, yeah? Voodoo Vandal with some cheers and bits too. Thank you so much, my dude. Sunday was my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, dude. Well, that's new. I hope you had a good one. Wow, massive distraction. That kind of looks like BDubs level building, but... Oh man, is that a BDubs build? Like, that is insanely gorgeous looking. I feel like BDubs have put a little more like shape and flair on it. It's very municipal looking. Oh, it's such a good build. Such a good build. Oh. Dude, I gotta go look. Okay, Iskal didn't build this. Courtroom. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at this. Jeez. This place is looking... Woo! That's what that's looking like. Woo! Oh, there are armor stands up there. Hey, it's such a good looking build. BDubs is a true master. I feel like I've seen courthouse buildings like time and time again, and yet somehow just reinventing it every single time. Just taking it to another level. Oh, it's really good. It's really good. I have not been making diamonds from green glass sales, and I am not surprised. I don't want to build a copper farm. Ah! I'm going to have to build a copper farm soon. No! Stop making diamonds. I'm going to have to go add that to the book. Yeah, some of these... I really need to take this down at some point. Because, yeah, we moved some of this stuff. Right, that makes sense. I've left up an old 500. There. Let's check up on this. Let's check up on this here. 32, Impulse in the lead. I have a feeling when you open the book it might prompt it to update, but I'm not entirely sure how it works. Still no wall sales, it would seem. Rooted dirt would be the last one to check. Popo's going to find you for the pop-up shop. Well, it'll probably be popping down before long. Oh, I thought Cub was missing a letter on his name. It's Kaboom. I was like, what's going on with that, Cub? What happened there? Yeah, no more sales. That's fine. I don't really need many diamonds at the moment. I'm doing okay. Right, in we go. So it was a 250 and two 1000s. That's a beautiful trophy right there. No one's got to the next tier yet. Wait. I got that wrong. That way around. There you go. And I think we're adding one person to the armor stand rack. Which means we might need some of that. I forgot what that trophy is. Giving out too many trophies. So yeah, now we're going to have Pearl in here. False is going to be bumped up. So False has got to change to a diamond block. Let's not forget that we had 17 of these. Because I've got to put that in my book, right? Otherwise the season is ruined. I'm going to have to quit. I'm kind of glad it's a 4-way tie because I don't want to keep having to change these blocks. You know? Okay. We go up vertically by 2. Place a slab. I literally did not think that was going to happen. Someone's over there. Someone be creeping nearby. Down by 2. No, down by 1.5. Yes. There's something else I need to do here, isn't there? Okay, I need to... That work? That works? Oh, look at me. I am brain smarts. Right, now. I don't know what value that has. Every time I come here, I forget. Custom model data set. I think it's like 100. Right, 100 is the first one, so it's probably like a couple up. 104. There it is. Now we go here, we do the swap. Take that back. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Did you raise your sounds back up? I did. Thank you for your concern. Pearl, you've had a bad night's sleep and someone's cut off all your hair and you're under the weather. Hang on, let's put on a second. Sometimes I write Peral. Placeholder. Oh wait, Hypno is no longer a placeholder. Hypno must have done that himself then. Okay. So now we got Pearl coming in with a 250. Which, when I look at this... Oh, it's because we have a 100, right? So, like, that's nothing. Then you got 100 and then 250. Makes sense, makes sense. Right. Wait, wasn't there another shop that went to 1,000? We had two. We had False. The beacon shop is Ren. Ren? Where are you? I still haven't got your head, Ren. Ren has come out of nowhere and is going to get a diamond block. We're now down 2 diamond blocks. Okay. Placeholder for Ren. Now we've got to repeat the process. This time we're doing 2. So we go up by 2. We place down 1. I'm not actually seeing us click on the block. Now we're clicking on the block. Now we do a little bit of swapsy wopsy. That's the official terminology. Grab that. Put that value on it. Click on it again. Oh, look at me. I'm just rocking and rolling over here. Whoops. Is there an undo button? Why did I say I was rocking and rolling? What's that up there? Where's the undo button? No, don't mirror the arm. Cancel, cancel. Okay, that's what we want. Oh, I haven't broken it. Then we come down by 1 block. Oh, and it's still perfect. Oh, crisis averted. Crisis averted. Whew. You love a good swapsy wopsy. Broenzo, I'm glad you enjoy the swapsy wopsy. I provide them. I provide the swapsy wopsies, don't I? Right, here's something I haven't done in a minute. So that's the trophy, and this is what goes on here. Therefore, we got to get rid of it, the base plate, the gravity. I think you need it to show its arms. And then we have this problem with, like... no, we do that. Then we need it to come out a little bit. Let's go ahead and see if we can put 1. Can't place it. Okay, so I'm gonna have this thing shift up like a block. So we can go 1, 2. So I need it to come forward and I need it to come down. Position is the one. So why do I think it's like 1.25? That number rings a bell. I don't think it is. I think it's 0.75. I writ all of this down on a sign. I've just remembered. I writ it somewhere for me to remember. Nope. Z is 0.75. Y is 1.75. So I think we need to add 0.25 to it. And then this actually needs to come down. I think we're going to have to wing this one a bit. Yeah, it looks like it's another 2.5. And we're looking good. We're looking good and golden. That is the current state of affairs on the server. Was that a derp? That was not a derp. Stop fiending. You're the only one. He's read online, I could chop off his head. I've already requested one. Several times. I requested it several times. Let's see. So we've got to ship out those now, haven't we? And then I've got to count my diamonds. Right. Off we go. Does Gem have a wren head? Probably. I could probably go pinch one, right? Dude, I love this building, by the way. I love seeing all the spaces fill up, right? I was thinking about building like a furnace array building and possibly putting it over here, turning it into some sort of tower, but I might spend a little bit more time like looking around for spots, because filling in all the spaces is super cool. But yeah, like that area there, I kind of thought might be a good spot to put something. Like another building. Or maybe over there, in that little... Actually, that's a really nice spot there. But I'm going to wait until I get a bit of like a building kick. And then maybe come up with like an aesthetic and a farm. See where it goes. Or I might end up just putting it in the base. I don't know. That was the original plan. I probably just need to go into a creative world and do some building when I get that like mood for it, because I haven't done that in a while. I just double checking, it's 100. Oh, this is interesting. 153. I really do need to invest in that copper shop soon. Oh, it's not what I want to do, but I got to. I'm gonna use the calculator and just make sure I get this right. We are now up to 1351. Like when I made this whole thing, the whole trophies thing, like I knew the fact that selling trophies would obviously help me in the race, if we're calling it a race. But wait, is this thing actually rotated incorrectly? Oh my god, how have I not noticed that before? But I had the copper permit and it's okay, chat, thank you for notifying me. This is why I write them all individually as well. So if I make a mistake, like at least there's 2 of these here. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, I really didn't expect to be doing well in this. I knew I'd be kicked along by the fact that other people doing well means I make some sales, but I might be in the lead before long. We'll see. We'll see. There's some other strong shops out there. So we've got to send these off. This one here I'm going to rename. Always a smiley face. Good idea. Okay, let's go send some posts. By the way, a couple of noises in the air I just realized I skipped over. Stream Tyrell, thank you ever so much for 16 months. And Rootish 2603, thank you for your Amazon Prime subscription. It's appreciated. Ooh! Kaboom! Premium fireworks, I love it. Right, let's think. We need 1, 2, 3. That's 1 for False, 1 for the beacon shop, which is Ren, and 1 for Pearl, which includes that. So those 3, Ren, False, and Pearl. There's Pearl. Where's False? There we go. Right, who are we doing first? That would be Pearl. Off it goes. Next up is Ren. Give it a moment, you know, I don't want to spam the system. Ren should send ahead too. I've already asked him. Is the dealio there. Then we got False. Have I ever built with Purple? Possibly, once upon a time. If I have built with Purple, it's quite likely that I've done it in a more novel kind of way, like not in an artistic way, like not in a structure that feels like something way. Probably more in a, like, a room that's been decorated, you know? I'm pretty sure I've done that. I'm pretty sure I've done, like, an internal room at some point. Here's something I need to do. I need to make some more rockets. Do I have an actual way that I'm supposed to get up there? It's kind of silly. Smithy says, yo, Xisuma, how you doing? I'm doing good, Smithy. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Let's make some more of these rockets. Now we'll be good for flying for a while, right? I think that farm might work a little faster than I use rockets, which is interesting. Right, let's go check out my notes and stuff for the stream, because we did the trophies. Done that little thing, done that. Done quite a few things here. I think I want to stay in this area for a little bit. And I think I want to stand up a little bit too. Love the unhinged chat. What's unhinged about it? Do you ever get inspiration for builds from places you've seen IRL in films and things? Says Aragorn's chicken. Like, yeah, but not really. Like, I get inspired, but I tend to not hold on to it in a way where it turns into a build. Because I remember before the season I was in Seville and I was taking lots of pictures and getting really inspired. But then when I came back and started trying to build some of the things I was inspired about, it just didn't really, like, happen. Because I really struggle with building in that kind of way. So it's really about, like, I don't know. I guess I struggle with building to the point where I rarely go and see stuff, get inspired, and then come back and translate it. Like, I just have to find something that I can make work. And what I managed to make work was this Aztec kind of thing. And it's pretty much run its course, and we need to just, like, finalize some things over here. I don't want this thing to feel, like, a little too barren or anything. I've just remembered we've got another nether farm over here. It's kind of balanced. We need to get a few details in this area, I think, get the nether portal looking a little bit better. Everything over here is done. And then maybe on this side, like, a few more details here and there. But then up top, this area, like, we're lacking quite a bit around here, it feels like. But, you know, trying to find my way to it a bit at a time. The problem is, I kind of really want to move on. I want this thing to be, like, done right now. Because there's just so many other opportunities. And Minecraft's just like that. There's always just all these different directions you can go in. Right, I think what I should do... I'm gonna need more of this stone again, so... Oops, let's just get another 8 stacks over here. Do I have a box for coal, I'm wondering? I do. Look at that. That'll do. What's this new Twitch update for mobile phones? The new UI is too oof. I haven't seen it myself. Don't know what's going on with that. Smithy, I'm not looking for an editor right now. Probably won't be for the foreseeable future. I also haven't checked my emails in quite some time. Right, we'll get more of that stuff set up. Because I'm going to turn these into slabs, I think. Nope, that's not the way you do it. Right, and I think what I want is those. Actually, isn't that better to do in this? Yes, it is. Linksy in chat. Hey, my dude. I'm doing all right. Thanks for tuning in. Meanie Beanie Art says, I think I'll write my college paper on X. Dang. I mean, what's that going to be about? Derp manages to play game. Somehow Derp plays game. Hey, TL7! Thank you for 18 months, my dude. Earlier I was showing off the mod and just like pointing out how it works and then asking myself why I'm not using this. Like this whole thing. I think I know why I'm not using it. It's because it's like it's halfway there. We're putting a band-aid on the problem, and the real solution is that you don't want to spend time juggling tools in and out of boxes, but there's so many items in the game you just got to. And what we really want is for the game to give us that menu and it to just be there, like to have an invisible expanded inventory or something. That's what we really want, right? Tattooing your thesis on X's back. Say what? It's getting a bit extreme now. Doglands is looking awesome, making mud and dirt look great. Thank you, my dude. Thank you. Let's see. Don't need that down there anymore, do we? Because this is going to be the turtle pit. Part of me actually wanted, now that I think about it, part of me wanted to make the bit in the middle lower, I think. And I didn't actually grab all the materials I wanted to make this with, now that I think about it again. Keep thinking about it, don't I? Think about it and then I don't do it. Okay. I wanted to put bamboo in here, I know that. I think I wanted sandstone walls or possibly bamboo fences. Since I don't have a lot of bamboo fences, yeah, I'm going to spring for the sandstone walls then. That's what I'll do. I'll spring for them. We'll probably need a bunch. Right, let's get back up there and get building. This song reminds you of something, but you can't remember what. Dang, music can do that. You know, there's a lot of things it can remind you of. Other songs, feelings, emotions, places, you know. Do the turtles get a live band to mosh pit too? They don't. They have to use their imagination. So like, if we wanted these things to go lower, I think I'm gonna put a kind of two wide entry. Oh, actually, let's not go with symmetrical thing again. I like resisting the symmetrical impulse to some extent. Here we go. Give it a bit of character. Those are our two entrances, right? Yeah, this will work. So when I place these, they kind of need to be that way now. Oh, that's the point. Like, do I want to see that texture? Because now the sand's going to be down like a whole step from this. Let's put the sand in first, just so we can have that there as a reference, and then see what feels right. Where are we at here? Okay, that helps me see. Yeah, there you go. Is that right? Yeah, that's all got to be sand. We're back on track. We're back on track. We know what we're doing. And I need to end the pearl up there. Derpu created their own job category and works from home by collaboratively managing a community of like-minded creators. I don't think I created this category of job. I think it emerged and I happened to emerge within it. Like, I don't think one person created or, you know, forged being a content creator. I think it was something that kind of happened as a result of the changing times and new technologies emerging. Do you know what I've been watching lately? I've been watching House of Cards again. For a while now, I've just been picking, like, old favourites to watch again. And I really liked House of Cards. I thought I'll watch it again. And it's interesting because there's this, like, conflict that they're including, and it's of the time, but they're sort of, like, showing the shifting dynamic away from printed press to online media. And maybe at the time, like, it's kind of how it felt, maybe? I don't know. Like, but watching it now, like, 10 years later, it feels like, oh, they really, like, saw this coming and got it right. Cersei says, so good, House of Cards. It really is a terrific show. I like it a lot. Yeah, I think the this texture isn't actually going to work here. I thought the noisy texture would be good. I don't want to mix it in at this level because we're going to put all our turtles down here spaced out, right? I got a little bit of an idea for that. So I think we're going to go with, like, cut textures instead. Anyway, a spoiler? Like, it's talking about House of Cards, a spoiler. It's been out for a while, that show. Kevin Spacey is a very good actor, but I find it hard to enjoy these performances these days, says Trial. I understand that. For me, I'm always capable of separating, like, the art and the artist. But I found that, like, once something comes out, or you're aware, like, of who this person is or whatever, that they kind of then become that from that point onwards. So when I go back and, like, watch this show, like, yes, I know who this guy is. And he's done some unsavory stuff. I don't actually know the fullest extent. Like, my memory's a bit foggy on it, but you know. Wait, isn't there another type of sandstone stair? Oh, it's made out of... Oh, I know what one it is. Made out of this. Yeah, so for me, it's like, because I watched the show before, it's just like watching it again. You know, it's there in the back of your mind. You know this guy, you know what he's done. But I can watch it again and enjoy it. Whereas if he put out a new movie, I don't think I would go watch it. And yeah, that kind of, like, line, that's different for everyone. Some people, it, like, ruins the old stuff. There's been some musicians that I listen to who turn out to be, like, unsavory people, and I find myself still capable of enjoying the music. But, like, one person, for example, like Kanye, I just can't listen to anything new he puts out. I've lost interest now. It's like you've just stepped over a line for me somewhere, and I just don't want to know anymore. It's like that. I say somewhere, it was the whole Hitler thing. I mean, I find that pretty unforgivable. I don't know how on earth people still listen to him after that. Like, some of the stuff he said about Hitler, absolutely insane. And I just don't get it. I can understand someone saying, I will still listen to him because I think his music's incredible, regardless of him saying stuff like that. Fair enough. Okay, that's why you listen to him. I understand that. But people defend him. Like, no, like, it's like, no, that's not what he was trying to say or whatever, you know? And I think that's, like, not being able to reconcile the fact that, yes, you love this person's music, but it turns out that they're an awful person. And so you try and defend that position. And it's kind of indefensible. Is how I see it. I reckon a few fence posts in here would actually go a ways for, like, breaking this yellowness up. Because we don't have too many options when it comes to that, because of the nature of, like, we need this to all be sand, basically. I could actually throw in some yellow adjacent textures under the wall. And, yeah, mixing up some other things here is, I think, is going to be the trick. Oh, yeah, it does that, doesn't it? So we'll go get some fence posts and stuff. I just don't like his new stuff regardless of what he said, says Silent. That's fair enough as well. Like, maybe you're just not into what he's doing right now. I've not been, like, massively sold when I was listening on the more recent stuff compared to some of the first records. But I don't even tune in. I don't even want to know. Like, I don't even go and, like, listen or hear any of it. I'm not even curious. Like, I've just been that turned off, you know? Some bone blocks might work. That is a good shout. Why did we come over here? Oh yeah, to get fence posts. We'll craft some bamboo ones here, I think. And we'll get some birch ones too. Or maybe not, because the crafter is not up and running. But I can get it up and running. I believe. Yeah, let's take that. That's a hefty amount. And then grab, like, a lot more of this. Get over here and try and fix it up a bit. Drake has ruined his reputation, says Big Swanky Monster Munch. I mean, with that whole thing, like, we all know who air quotes won. We got some incredible music out of it. But yeah, when... Oh, I'm trying to remember the details of it. Like, he's like backpedaling in his own track. Kind of like... When you're like no longer on the offensive with the lyrics and you're defending, it just don't look good at that point. Did you hear the new Eminem song featuring Slim Shady? I did. And to me, it was like... Okay, if you know your music or not, you know the hook, the abracadabra hook? That's an old school song. And he's very clearly returned to that formula of sort of finding some old school song and reinventing it. And it's a real, to me, it sounded like a real kind of like back to this moment in time and doing this thing. And it just doesn't work to me. It was like overall, like it's a competent, well executed track, instrumentally speaking. The lyrics, parts of it seemed a bit goofy. But I felt like, you know, they were clearly trying to go and get a moment in time back. And instrumentally, maybe they succeeded at doing that. I'm saying they because I think... I'm going to guess Dre was involved in the production. But the thing with Eminem is, for me, I feel like he's sort of like not been able to kind of bring what he does to a new moment, like a new him. What am I trying to say? Like, I think he's always lived with the shadow of like how massive he was at one point in time. And so much of what I hear in his music these days feels like it has to constantly harpen back to those moments. And it's kind of like a little bit of a trap. Oh, we might struggle to stock this up, because it's going to get sucked up from down below. But that does turn that one on. Interesting. That should mean this thing starts auto-crafting, if I'm not mistaken. Is the clock running? What's the other thing here that's not? That should be running, shouldn't it? Both the torches are turned off. Why is it still powered? Because stuff's draining. Oh, is it? Oh, I think I might know what the issue is. The issue might be that there's nothing here to fix. Yeah. Oh, so helpful. There's no problem here to solve. That's why I'm having a problem. He's trying to revive that, says I was born in young. Yeah, that could be one way of looking at it. Like, it always feels so tied back to that moment in time, that era. You know, I'm talking like 2000 to like 2004, 5 sort of time. I was, you know, when I got into music, right? Like, the moment at which like my mind really opened up to music. Over on MTV, you had Limp Bizkit and Eminem. That was like metal and hip hop, right? And then over on VH1, you had Metallica and NWA from like 10 years ago. I was hearing all of that at one moment. I was sort of like getting into the metal and hip hop and learning about its roots. And Eminem was absolutely huge, and I absolutely adored his music. And when the Slim Shady LP came out, I listened to that thing back to back. It really spoke to me because he was a very angry, frustrated person, and very hurt and bullied and stuff like that. And all of that spoke to me, right? And it was a fascinating moment because out of his anger and hurt, like, he sort of created this persona, this character of like self-humiliation where he wouldn't take himself seriously. And this is Slim Shady that I'm talking about. And he would say all this like foul, unbelievable stuff that was like self-degrading and saying all sorts of controversial stuff. And then after that, he kind of stepped into his next record with this almost like a moment of like prophecy where the controversy of him was about to blow up to like a massive proportion, and he just nailed it. He saw exactly what was happening right in that moment and expressed it all in his music, and it just kind of like turned him into a huge deal because the controversy that he was sort of telling you it in his music as it was coming out. It was a real like finger on the pulse moment where he just expressed like a lot of how the world was seeing him, you know, both his own fans and the controversy of people that didn't like him. He kind of just like caught it in a moment, and then he rode that to some extent with like the next couple of projects after it, and kind of pivoted into some different like song ideas. Was a big idea, but after that, like after those years, his I don't like using the term relevancy, but like that pointed edge that he had, it just kind of like faded, and I don't think he really like found a new way to go forward. And so ever since then, a lot of his records have just like harpened back to that moment, and it just does. It's always felt like he hasn't clearly found something new to do. There's a bit of it on occasions, like Rap God is just awesome. Like he really just found something cool and rolled with it. But there's a lot of like harping back, and I don't know, just trying to like relive that moment, it feels like, and it's past basically, right? That moment has well and truly passed. And this new song seems to be really trying to kind of capture that. What was the Eminem show? The Eminem show kind of era. Trying to capture that. His production style has not aged either, in my opinion, says Orange. If you mean his, as in when he took over more production, I'd agree. I was never into Em as a producer as much. I really loved his work with, I think they're called the Dust Brothers, right? Who handled a lot of the beats on the first two records, excluding the Infinite LP, which was like a demo LP from years back. In that case, it's good that he isn't that good anymore. Maybe just means he's healthier and more content now. But I hope he is. I certainly hope he is. No reason to wish any ill will on the man. I'm being like just kind of blunt about how I hear his music now. Yeah, I just feel like, you know, I'm always going to tune in. Like for Eminem, like always going to tune in. The expectation, I guess, maybe isn't there of like hearing anything particularly special. I feel like his moment's passed and he hasn't ever particularly like reinvented himself much. Although people do speak really highly of the Relapse records, which I totally missed. I just wasn't like, I don't know why, I was not tuned in to Eminem at that point in time. When he retired after Relapse and Recovery, and then came back. When he came back, I was writing my music blog, and I thought, oh, Eminem, like, oh yeah, let's give that a try. And so I tuned back in again. What was the first music album I brought? That's really tricky. Like, some of the first ones I had were probably like Michael Jackson, but that was like a gift for Christmas. I don't actually recall the very first one, but I can tell you some funny stories, like getting into Metallica, right? And then going and buying, like I had Master of Puppets, I had Kill 'Em All, I had Ride the Lightning. I adored these records. And then I went and got load and reload. I went into the shop, I had a little bit of money, and it was like, oh my god, what's this? Like, load and reload? Ooh, look at these album covers. This is Metallica, this is going to be great. And then I was like, this isn't what I wanted thrash metal. Fortunately, I have since grown to love those records. I think they're fantastic. Kill 'Em All by Metallica is the best Metallica album. I think it's like a personal thing. For me, it's always going to be Ride the Lightning. That was the first one I got and I was obsessed with it. And, you know, Metallica in those first few records was like these fascinating steps of progression from like one thing to the next. My kid has an amazing Metallica merch t-shirt that had Master of Parents on it. That's great. That's hilarious. How do we want to do this? Because this is like an 8x8, right? I actually think I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to try this for a second. Try and do something a little different than we expect. Let's put that in here as well, right? Check this out. Am I going to get the right axe? Because I haven't been renaming stuff. Yeah, I got the right axe. Now, that tool went into there, so I can swap it back again. That is going to be... I need to do this. I really need to use as intended, you know? Anyway, random question for y'all in chat who are typing. Like, how many of you are Eminem fans? Because, you know, he's basically, like, a lot of you are younger than me. And that's life, you know. You're young, you're hip, you're with it, you're listening to the stuff that's current and all the young peeps are talking about, and then you get old. And, like, I don't know if... I feel like Eminem is mostly relevant to my generation still, but, like, not to young people. You're from Detroit, you have to be. Ah, I see, I see. Hometown and all that. You grew up listening to the Eminem Show and Curtain Call almost 24/7. Awesome. Yeah, those records, especially Curtain Call, like less so. Like it was the first two for me were the ones that I gelled with the most. Heart Gamer says, but rap's never been my thing. Time to find a rapper to get into. There's a lot of different types of rap out there. And it's a beautiful form of music. Lugo says 46 Eminem was such a huge thing. Yeah, you grew up same time as me and saw it all unfold on MTV. Like this guy was, you know, the biggest thing basically. And like now he's just some old rapper. To young people. That's what I'm curious about. It's like, I don't know, let's say you're 20 or something. Is Eminem just some like, oh, he's just an old rapper or whatever? Like you probably won't know it like some of us that were around at the time did. Much more of a Della and Tribe fan, to be honest. I like the jazzier East Coast stuff. That is more fun and goofy, says Orange. Yeah, I love the jazz hop too. That's my cup of tea. I mean, like, I kind of like a lot of it. I must say, I feel like I've listened to a heck of a lot of hip hop, and the stuff that I feel like I will swing to more these days is the jazzy stuff. Like, yeah, I've listened to, you know, all the gangster rap and stuff with questionable lyrics and violence and whatever. But these days, I'm really kind of like into the more mellow side of it, I think. Yeah, is this going to look okay, just having little clusters on each corner? I think it will. It might also need like a few more details alongside that. I was also wondering if breaking up the wall... Oh, here we go. Let's use that again. Now, which one did I get? See, that time I got the wrong one. And now I've got a feeling... Yeah, look, my box is becoming unorganized. Oh, they don't connect! Why did I think they connect? Because I'm an idiot, that's why. Oh, we got a poll in chat, have we? Okay, I appreciate that. I'll check that out in a second. You love Tech Nine's section in the new Falling in Reverse song. That song was pretty cool. I've never been much of a Tech Nine fan. Just, I'm aware like the guy is probably perfectly suited to my tastes. Someone who like gets involved with like metal artists and that side of things, but just never really like, I don't know, found a track or like an entry point. Tried listening to a couple of records here and there. Sometimes it's just like that, you know, you just, for whatever reason. I think I can roll with that. These slabs are a bit strange, aren't they? Let's get rid of them. I reckon it's going to need a little bit more. In fact, it might be smart to use birch and spruce here for some distinction. Because now that I look at it, there's not much contrast between that and thing over there. So, try some different ones. Gangster's Paradise is a work of masterpieces, Molly the Spy. That's the Coolio song, right? Yeah, that's such a classic. There's a remix of it going around, I've noticed lately. I keep hearing the song and like listening and like, oh, it's someone's done like a remix of it. Voodoo Vandal, thank you ever so much for cheers and biddies, saying Connor Price is also good. I've not heard of Connor Price. Not heard of Connor Price. Have I heard the new Kendrick Lamar songs? Are we talking about the diss tracks, right? Yeah, I think I'm. Now I'm thinking I should keep a little bit of this in here. Like down the bottom here, instead of the flowering one, we just have like a little scrimpet of spruce. A scrimpet? I just made up a word. A little scrimpet of spruce. I don't know what that is. Those last two blocks made no sense. Kind of works. Kind of okay. Anyway, the art of bushes is one that I have not yet mastered, but the more I place, the more I kind of get to grips with it. Also, their odd shapes feel a little more fitting of, I don't know, how they're just on their own little perch. Feels like it helps you get away with that one. Xisuma, do you still find yourself listening to Wu-Tang? All the time, mate. All the time, mate. There's a group that never seem to lose their charm. I mean, I just, you know, what's the thing I keep hearing lately? Whenever someone says if what you say is true, right? Like I hear it in a TV show. It's quite a common phrase. You know, like maybe two people are discussing some sort of event and they go, if what you say is true. Every time I hear that, the Wu-Tang and the Shaolin could be dangerous. Do you think your Wu-Tang sword can defeat me? Oh, yeah, dude, that album is just criminally brilliant. It's just so good all these years later. My mum brought me that record. I'm pretty sure she must have had like a colleague or someone who had their finger on the pulse with music, because I would just get given a record a couple of times on occasion, and it's not anything my mum would listen to, but she'd just be like, oh, like, here's the new record for you to listen to. And Wu-Tang Enter the 36 Chambers was one of those. And I put this thing on, and I was, you know, little teenage self just go, oh my god, what is this? My mind is blown. My mind is blown. Oh, it's so good, that record. It's so good. Other records included, I can remember two others off the top of my head. Fatboy Slim, that record in 1998. You've Come a Long Way, Baby. And this was like, I think it had only just come out because Fatboy Slim I don't think he'd quite blown up. And anyway, I had that record and it was just like, oh my god, this is so good. And then I just started hearing it everywhere else. You know? Like it was on the radio, it was on the TV, it was on the FIFA soundtrack, like it was just everywhere. It was a great record. And it makes me think as well, like if you make a record like that, you're kind of like set for life because it just gets played at so many events. Like, if you said to me you were, like, sick of those songs, I'd get it. I'd totally get it. For some reason, I'm not sick of them. I still love those songs, even though they get just played absolutely everywhere. What do you think of that, chat? I don't know. It feels like it's missing something. Maybe put, like, a couple of lanterns in would look kind of cool. This build just needs something to cover its bareness. That'll work for me. A few lights in there. It's missing pickles. I don't think there's an apt spot to put the pickles on, unfortunately. Splash of colour, maybe a small canopy. I kind of wanted to avoid putting a canopy over it. Like, also, what is going on in this area? Like, do you like the trees, chat? Do they look alright? I feel like it works really well here, but when they're on their lonesome, I think it might be missing something. You wish the tree in the corner of the building was bigger than the others. Why would it be bigger though? I don't know. Sometimes you can do stuff like that. Like if you've got a tree in shade, like a lot of shade, you can make it smaller and wimpy. But like there needs to be a good rhyme and reason to this stuff. I think I want to add like a little water trough over here. Because turtles need water, right? Turtles need water. They need some height variations. Yeah, I've gone and... I don't know, because they're built off of a structure, right? It's kind of the thing. Maybe if we just like pinch one off the top. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Let's try and do the next bit. Yeah, now that we're done with this project, or at least these blocks, we go put all of this into here to be tidied away later on. Okay, so I'm thinking like spruce trapdoors with some mortar in. It's pretty simple. Maybe a couple of they're too perfect if that makes any sense as bare. I tried to like make them a bit messy. Like they don't have symmetrical mirrored shapes or anything, right? Maybe it's the way I'm looking at it. Okay, so... the tree in the corner could grow inwards for more light. It's not a tree, that's the other thing. Like, that's why I didn't do the sticks at different heights, because I'm thinking of it as like a structure. You know, there's a lot of, like, when you put a lot of thought behind your builds, and they explain themselves better, that goes a long way. I'm not quite there, but like I'm trying to take every opportunity to learn. I'm like really wanting to wrap this build up, so I don't want to keep spending like ages building trees. I've enjoyed these big projects this season, but I am learning that there is something really great about not having big projects and just sort of like hanging out, looking at your immediate environment and making tweaks and changes to it. And right now I'm not there. I'm like trying to get through stuff to like the next big project, right? Like I'm really keen to wrap this up now. Oh look, more glow lichen that's gonna go. Makes me sad. Well, that cauldron was conveniently placed, I guess. Might also sell this a little bit more if I break that and put a trapdoor down here. A little bit of brown. We could possibly put like a lily pad in here or something. Feels like there's an opportunity to do something like that. I don't think I ever put lily pads in the backpack. Oh, I put one in. I've only ever gotten one lily pad, people. That's all I got. I could put a little coral maybe in there, but the colours are so bright. Kelp. Like a little bit of kelp in the water. I mean, you wouldn't really notice that. It's the lily pad on top that will probably make the difference. Gonna go... Oh, sea pickles! And there'll be a light source when they're underwater. There you go. This is something that can definitely go in here. So not only is it like a little water trough, it's got some vegetation growing in it. Something I imagine very few people will notice. Now, another cool thing that could go here is perhaps some workbench blocks. To make it feel like a bit of a works area. Not sure which of these would blend in. I kind of feel like a cartographer table would, but I've only got the one. How do we make that? Isn't it like paper and wood? Should be kind of easy to make more of. Edsa71, thank you so much for using your Amazon Prime on me. Appreciate that, my dude. 7 months right there. Rocking in with 7. Thank you so much. Too bad lily pads aren't farmable. They're certainly not farmable in the make a farm sense. Is something farmable if you go out in a boat and shear it? Not really. I know what you're saying. I'm just thinking. I mean, there is the activity of farming it, which is what I have to do apparently if I want one. But like, I can't be bothered. Like, I really want to wrap this area up. Start focusing on some new inspirations, right? Inspirations can get a little tired with time. What was I back down here for again? Like, old cartography table, right? So, does one of these have like loads? I'll tell you what, I'll just take that. Then I need to go get some paper. They are renewable via fishing, says Trout. Ah, fishing farm, yeah. Forget about that whole thing. I decided to stop using those. I used to use them a lot in the past, and then realised how game-breaking they were. It's kind of like with the villager trading stuff. I mean, we take advantage of it, but you also got the knowledge that it's pretty unbalanced. Kind of annoying. Okay, anyway, cartographer's table. I had a little bit of a vision just now. This staircase, I kind of think if it turned to the right, up into here, and then met with this could become a room. I think that might be the way to go with that spot. Molly the Spice says it's been nerfed. They nerfed fishing, but you can still do it. You just, once again, got to change the way you make a farm. They added in like an area of an area of exception around it, and then it's like, well, now you just modify the farm so it includes that, and you're good. Yeah, I put in one cartographer's table. Don't ask me why. It's just what I've done. I think it really helps when there's a bit more rhyme and reason to stuff too. But at least adding a few things does more than just having nothing there, I think. Yeah, that's a cool little area for the turtles now. And if we zoom out over here, doesn't look too far amiss, I gotta say. It'll draw your eye, it's a little too yellow. Ooh, diorite walls would probably mix in pretty well. That's probably the shout. The old diorite wall. If it ain't diorite, you ain't doing it right. There's my slogan line. It's a little oasis. It kind of is. It will look really cool when there's turtles there. That's another point though, like, the turtles will give it some colour, so. Let's go and put like 8 max. I really need more of these positioned around the area. Paper will get sorted. Yes, it will. Iskal found fainted in his bedroom because of the diorite use. Is that why? Gonna try and build a little staircase too. Oops, going the wrong way. X, did you ever look at that poll? Click here if you're an M&M fan. Polls need 2 options. Here that is. I don't know how to interpret that. I thought you were making me a nice, useful poll. Oh, it's just a filthy troll. Where'd you get it from, eh? Where'd you get this trolly behaviour from, I wonder? Yeah, that's actually a good fit. Good fit. That'll do alright. Anyway, that'll do alright, will it? It'll do alright, will it? Do alright? Will it do alright? Okay. The bed's gonna go. So you get up to this height and then you're gonna want to turn. Maybe I'll just go with that. So you don't see this. Even though it's a bit tight. Maybe. That can change. What about this? That can technically be stairs, right? Now we're cooking up something. Something a little more seamless, at least. Uh-huh. Building mechanics in this game are very simple. You click your place, but there are times when something a little more advanced would be cool too. You know, I've had my inventory management mode today. Maybe I have my block placing mode. Fortunately, that's not a real thing. So yeah, that brings it up to this level, right? And we can probably spare a couple of blocks here and tidy it up. Then as for the blocks around it, like, I feel like we're going to need different material before long. Now, these, I believe, have to remain as stairs. So if we layer up some other sort of block on top of it, there'll be a quirky little gap there. I don't know what block's going to go on top of it, but use your imagination. Different materials as we going to progress up here, I think. Whoops. Yeah, and then I guess we're going to cover that up with like a slab, and then there's going to be a room here. I don't quite know what I'm doing with this space yet, though. It's a bit of a problem. Bear says, oh, here we go. Here we go what? Oh my god! No! No! Ah! Dang it! Dang it! I couldn't resist. Could I? I couldn't resist. Trolling all the lurkers again. Oh, sorry. Did I make you check your phone? Did I make you do that? Whoops, my bad. But I couldn't resist. It just happened all of a sudden. You heard it. It just suddenly happened. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? Sometimes the urge just comes along. Did I make you look? Oh, my bad. My bad. Sorry. Hit the follow button, please. Oh, so you can get trolled again. Yeah, that feels like a good link, and then there'll be another staircase on the opposite side, which I still have these for. I don't know roughly where they're going to go. Why did I not get more tough? Makes no sense, my brain. Walking back and forth all the time. Made me look from my game. Sorry about that. Maybe you should have been paying more attention. You're in the middle of reading and then you hear shouting. I noticed chat got pretty quiet all of a sudden, and it just made me wonder, like, people tune in and they stop chatting, they're doing other stuff. Soundwave Hope says, I just woke up and did not expect that. Were you sleeping while I was streaming? Is that what's going on? Right, so I reckon reaching the floor of the level above, somewhere around here, it ain't so bad, right? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Then we can go into that space if ever we need it. And then we can come up here. Hey, Timmy Wren, 404, thank you for 18 months. 1.5 years of shenanigans. Appreciate it, my dude, appreciate it. Thank you ever so much for your subscription. Oh, this can't, actually, wait a minute. That's going to be the floor level about there. So that's kind of perfect, I think. Actually, no, look, it's one block lower. So that's the roof, right. I like that. I think that's going to work out pretty well. And I reckon we'll have a fun stream over here, just doing this little area up. There's like space for little farms and things from here. I don't know what they're going to be, but we'll figure that stuff out. Erin Dyer, thank you for gifting a sub to A8 Maestro. Very much appreciate you supporting our community. Maestro, be sure to say thanks in the chat as well. Merca says, wait, chat, what happened? I got the sudden urge to troll all the lurkers. I couldn't, it just kind of happened, you know. I apologize again. Right, let's go end this where we started it. I'm pretty happy with what we did today. I'm feeling now like I need a break from the computer, though. Like, there's always this long list, and you just keep... Oh, we never did that, though. We never did that. I really got to get that out of the way. That'll probably what I'll be doing tomorrow morning, then, I think. Yeah. Look at this place. This is a good place for a thumbnail now, right? There's just so much craziness going on here. That makes a thumbnail, I think. Do you know what that means, though, peeps? It means we've reached the end of my stream time today. Be sure to check out my music if you've not done it before. If you're lurking, oh my god! You know, what's he doing? What's happening? You know, come back. Come check out Soulside Eclipse if you haven't done it before. So the 99% of you that have heard me say that a gazillion times, I apologize. Now let's go see. Oh, Rivals, right? Rivals on. So our fellow hermits are playing Rivals. I see. I'll send you over to False today. I believe it might not have started just yet, based on what I'm seeing. But yeah. Right. Anyway. Oh, is False not live? Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for your amazing support. I don't know when I'll be streaming again. It probably won't be tomorrow. But I'm taking it a little bit easy on myself at the moment. So if there's a few days between streams, I apologize. I might also do a little bit of variety streaming again. So, you know, I don't have a schedule, but stick around. You know, stay in the loop. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me here on Twitch and you'll catch one. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll send you over to False. Take care.